And good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Valley City and all the boats on Lake Ashtabula. We are back in Bismarck. It is day 2 of the West Region American Legion Baseball Tournament here from Bismarck in a winner's bracket game. Valley City 19-3. The top seed in the tournament taking on the number 4 seed, the Bismarck Senators, coming in at 15-12. And a pleasant good evening. Welcome to Municipal Ballpark here in Bismarck for this winner's bracket game. The winner is set to go to the state tournament and will be playing in tomorrow's championship. The loser will have to come back tomorrow and play in a state qualifying game. Let's take a look at the batting order. Bismarck 15-12 on the season, and they got to this game again. They are the number 4 seed. They opened up with a 5-3 victory in their game here yesterday. Let's double check on that. That was the wrong bracket. I got like 6 brackets here in front of me. It was a 4-2 win that they had here yesterday as they were winners 7-5. That's the right team. 7-5. They were down at one time to Watford City and were able to battle back and win that one by a final of 7-5. And here is the batting order for the Bismarck Senators. Leading off the shortstop is Tristan Schultz. Schultz is batting first at short. Batting second in center field, Jordan Klein. Klein is in center field, batting second. Hitting in the number 3 spot in right field, Aiden Grossman. Grossman is batting third and right. In the cleanup spot and catching, Brady Vogel. Vogel is hitting fourth and catching. In the number 5 spot is the designated hitter, Tate Fisher. Fisher is batting fifth and DHing, and he is DHing for the left fielder, Ben Poliafico. Hitting in the number 6 spot at second base is Kyle Schlottman. Schlottman is batting 6th at second. Hitting 7th at third base is Drayton Doctor. Doctor is batting 7th at third. Hitting 8th at first base is Tyler Ripplinger. Ripplinger is batting 8th at first. And hitting in the number 9 spot is the pitcher, Lucas Farstead. Farstead is batting 9th and is pitching. Schultz, Klein, Grossman, Vogel, Fisher, Schlottman, Doctor, Ripplinger, and Farstead. The batting order for the Bismarck Senators, again 15-12 on the year, the number 4 seed. And these two teams met earlier this year, back on June 10th. They split those two games. The Senators won the first game 16-10, and that was Schlottman that pitched that game. And then in game number 2, Valley City came back behind the pitching of James Schwer and won 7-2. Here's the batting order for Coach Chase Carpenter and Valley City. Leading off will be the catcher, Corbin Powell. Powell is batting first and catching. Hitting second is the second baseman, Trevor Fetch. Fetch is batting second at second. Hitting third, the shortstop, Jack Samuelson. Samuelson is hitting the number 3 spot, and it's short. He had the cleanup spot in center field, Parker Olsma. Olsma is batting 4th in center. Batting 5th over at third base, James Schwer. Schwer is batting 5th over at third, and batting 6th at first baseman, Andrew Sikora. Sikora is batting 6th at first. Batting 7th at DH is Will Schwer. Will Schwer is batting 7th, and he's DHing. Leighton Hendrickson is batting in the number 8 spot in right field. Hendrickson batting 8th in right, and hitting 9th and pitching, Bryson Heck. Heck batting 9th and pitching. Powell, Fetch, Samuelson, Rolsima, Schwer, Sikora, Schwer, Hendrickson, and Heck. The batting order for Coach Chase Carpenter in his 7th year at the helm of the Valley City Legion, and assisted by Matt Fetch. Let's take a look at the defensive alignment here for Valley City. Again, James Schwer at third. Jack Samuelson will be at short. Trevor Fetch is over at first base. At second base, Andrew Sikora is at first. In the outfield, from left to right, they'll have Luke Proska will be in left field. Parker Olson is in center. Leighton Hendrickson in right. Corbin Powell behind the plate. And Bryson Heck, the team leader in a lot of pitching categories, will be chucking and ducking here in this one. Last time out, pitched that 1-0 dandy against the Reps here last weekend here in Bismarck. And he is going to be pitching here this afternoon for Valley City. His 10th appearance, his 8th start, 42 and a third innings. He has a 6-0 record, 30 hits, 11 runs, 9 earned, 12 walks, 52 strikeouts. And our first pitch of the game is a strike, and we're underway. 1 minute early, 6:29. That's quality right there. Andrew gets a hats off. He's got a game started early. That's what I'm talking about. No balls and 1 strike here on the leadoff man, Tristan Schultz. And the 0-1 pitch misses wide for a ball. Heck has a 1.49 earned run average. Again, a 6-0 record on the season. Picked up a win last night. I don't know, through 4 pitches, got a strikeout and gets a win. I don't know. I would have given it to James Schwer. He pitched better. He pitched 2 2/3 innings, no hit, shutout ball, but the rule's the rule. Though in the Major League Baseball, it is officials' scores prerogative to change that if they like. That pitch misses low and away for a ball. 3 balls and 1 strike here to Schultz, leading things off for the Senators. Heck, the right-hander wheels and deals, 3-1. That one's a strike, belt high, inside corner, and the count runs full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes on Schultz, Klein, and Grossman batting here in the top half of the first inning. 3-2 pitch, misses wide, ball 4. So Schultz will draw the free pass to get things started. Brings up Jordan Klein. Again, these two teams met back on the 10th of June. Game 1 was a slugfest, 16-10, won by the Senators. And Game 2 won by Valley City 7-2. Senators, the only team from the West that have beaten Valley City. There's a bunt. Nice barehat pickup by Heck. The throw to first is not in time. Nice play by Heck as he went with the bare hand. He had to. That was his only chance. That'll be an infield bunt single for Klein. So runners at first and second for the Senators. It'll bring up Aiden Grossman. Schultz, the leadoff man, he was hitting .362 coming in. Klein at .354. And now Grossman hitting .333 as a team. Senators hitting .311 coming into play here today. Here's the pitch on the way. Here's a line drive into center and dropping for a base hit by Grossman. So just like last night, an inauspicious start for Valley City. And last night it was 2 hit batters, 2 walks, and a base hit on the first 5 batters and a 4-0 advantage for Williston. But the bullpen was able to come back and shut things down. And the Royals got a 5-4, 8-inning win. Well, we've got a walk, a single, and a single. Now Brody Vogel, he'll take the first pitch on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Brady Vogel, hitting .286 on the year. No home runs. He's driven in 20. That pitch misses for a ball. It's 20 RBIs. He's tied for second behind Drayton Doctor with 21 RBI. Here's a ground ball to third. Glove there by Schwer. Steps on the bag. Out there, the throw across the diamond and can't be picked out of the dirt by Sikora, out of the infield by Sikora. So they'll get the lead runner, 5 unassisted for the first out. Grossman will move to second. Schultz will come in to score to make it 1-0. Vogel is on the fielder's choice RBI. And now Tate Fisher. Fisher, no home runs, 19 runs driven in, coming in with a batting average and even .400. So runners at the corners, and 1 away now. And Heck, the right-hander, delivers, low and away for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 320 down the left field line, 333 down the right field line here at the Municipal Ballpark. And we go out to 340 and left, 388 to left center, 380 to center, and then out to 390 in right center. There's a strike of the knees on the outside half. 1 ball, 1 strike. On the right-handed hitting Tate Fisher, he's DHing for Rhett Biliafico, the left fielder. Nailed it on my second try. 1-1 the count. Throw to first, and that's a close one. They got him. There's a pickoff as Vogel's going to be picked off. 1-3. That is out number 2. That's how you help yourself right there. So now nobody on and 2 away. And a 1 ball, 1 strike count here on Fisher. Earlier today, the Representatives winning 11-4. They are in the championship. That pitch misses low and away for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Mandan in the elimination round defeated Watford City 4-2, and Dickinson 10-0 winners over Williston. Here's a 2-1 pitch. There's a slider on the outside corner for a strike, 2-2. The winner of this game will have the reps tomorrow at 6:30 in the championship. The loser will take on Mandan tomorrow at 1:30 in the state qualifying game. That one, strike 3 at the knees, got him window shopping, and Fisher caught looking. That is his first strikeout for Heck, and that retires the side. And boy, it started out ugly. Bases loaded, nobody out, and Bryson Heck was able to get out of it. They get 1 run, 1 hit. There was no errors, 1 left. Half inning, 1-0 Senators. This is American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. Let's take a look at the defensive alignment here. Well, we'll do that here after this first pitch to Corbin Powell. Powell 3 for 4 yesterday, couple of doubles, couple of RBI. And the right-hander will face Farstead, and the first pitch is inside, ball 1. Drayton Doctor will be at third base. Tristan Schultz is at short. Kyle Schlottman is at second base. Tyler Ripplinger is at first around the infield. That pitch misses low. Ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Brent Pugliapico is in left field. Center field is Jordan Klein. Aiden Grossman is over in right field. Brady Vogel behind the plate. There's a swing and a miss. 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Lucas Farstead making his 8th appearance, his 6th start, 23 2/3 innings. 39 hits, 34 runs, 14 of those are earned. There's a strike on the inside corner. The count now even 2-2. Walked 10, struck out 7. 5.32 ERA, a 1-2 record for Farstead. Opponent's hitting .361 against the right-hander. There's a slow curve that stays upstairs for a ball. And the count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Corbin Powell. Farstead wheels and deals, and that is low, ball 4. So Powell will draw the free pass. And that'll bring up Trevor Fetch. Powell, prior to that, hitting .456 on the year, which is club leading. He's got a couple of homers, now at 17 RBI. Now Fetch hitting .397. No homers, 9 runs driven in. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Trevor was hitless last night. 0 for 4. Did hit 1 ball hard, and that was a line out to left field in his first at-bat. The 1-0 pitch again. Bunt, the runner goes. The throw down to second is going to be offline. A stolen base for Corbin Powell. Got a good jump. Picks up his 14th steal in 14 attempts. So he's in scoring position, and a 2-ball, no-strike count on Trevor Fetch. Farstead, the right-hander, delivers. And Fetch takes a strike on the outside corner, 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. We have a runner in scoring position. Fetch at the plate. It is the Shelby factor coming in here. An RBI single would be nice to get things started here in the bottom of the first. 2 balls and 1 strike on Fetch. And the pitch. He'll take it wide. It's 3-1. Jack Samuelson waiting on deck. Royals batting in the home half of the first inning, trailing 1-0. Powell led off with a walk, stole second. He's down there with a 3-1 count here on Fetch. And the pitch. Again, the corner. It is now full, 3-2. We weren't getting corners last night. We're going to get corners at least so far early on in this one. 3-2 the count. On the left-handed hitting Fetch, one of 2 lefties in the lineup for Coach Carpenter. 3-2 pitch on the way. That one is wide, ball 4. So back-to-back walks to start things here for the Royals. Runners at first and second for Jack Samuelson. Jack second on the club at .446 on the year. 3 home runs, 28 runs driven in. Again, 25 hits, 16 have been for extra bases, 10 doubles, 3 triples, 3 home runs. It was 2 for 4 last night with a couple of doubles. One a ground rule double that bounced up and over the fence in left center field. And he'll step in here in an RBI situation. Runners at first and second. And the right-handed Farstead delivers. There's a pop out on the right side, and that's going to get into the bleachers, rattle around onto the netting, and back into the bleachers. So the count is 0-1 here on Jack Samuelson. Straightaway stance here for Jack. Will be going into his senior year for Valley City this fall. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Here's a shot to left field, hit well, and that's going to be over the head of left fielder, and that is going to bounce up and over the image printing sign for another ground rule double, and that one bounced up and over the left field fence, so that is the second ground rule double for Samuelson this weekend. Will pick up his 11th double and his 29th RBI as Powell comes across to score. Fetch stops at third. And now Parker Olsema. Olsema coming in, 352 on the season. No home runs, 22 runs driven in. Parker's hit in his last 4 games. .533 average in that 4-game hitting streak. And the pitch on the way. He lines one. Fair down the left field line. That's going to plate 2. That'll be extra bases for Rolsema. Fetch scores. Right behind him is Samuelson. Rolsema will stop at second with a double, and the Royals lead it 3-1. So Parker Rolsema lines a double down the left field line. Just fair. His second 2-bagger of the year. RBIs 23 and 24. And Valley City leading at 3-1 to James Schwer. Schwer hitting 188 on the year. No homers. He's driven in 16. Has an RBI situation here. Rolsema, the runner down at second. James last night 0 for 3, but scored the winning run on Leighton Hendrickson's sacrifice fly in the bottom of the 8th inning. Again, last night a 4-0 start for Williston in the top of the first. Royals battled back and won it in 8. The pitch, Farstead sets, delivers. Curve, Schwer lines that one into left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Rolsema's at third. He's going to drop anchor there. The throw comes in right behind him. So Schwer with a single to left. Runners at the corners for Andy Sikora. Andrew. 175 on the season for Andrew. He's got a couple of RBI. 0 for 3 last night. Was hit by pitch in that 8th inning. Well, runners at the corners for Valley City. They have taken a 3-1 advantage. We're in the home half of the first inning. And the pitch to Sikora takes a strike, let her high, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Also let you know what's going on in the East Division. That East Division tournament going on up in Devil's Lake this weekend. There's a high pop-up down the right field line. Fair territory and drifting over, and that is out number 1. Second baseman Schlottman making the catch. So that is the first out here in the first inning. Runners still at the corners for Will Schwer. Will 167 on the year. He's driven in 10 this year. Runners at first and third with 1 away. Lucas Farstead delivers, and Schwer fouls that one over onto the third base dugout, occupied by the Bismarck Senators. That is the home dugout, but so you would think the higher seeds in there, but with this being a Bismarck game here in Bismarck, Senators occupying that third base dugout. The 0-1 pitch on the way to Will Schwer. He swings and misses. A pitch up in the zone. He swings through it, and a count, no balls and 2 strikes. Leighton Hendrickson and then Bryson Heck rounding out the batting order for Coach Carpenter. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Valley City leading at 3-1. Set by Farstead in the pitch. That one is a ball that got away from the catcher, and coming in, a good jump by Rolsema as the ball bounced in the dirt and rolled away from the catcher Vogel. So Rolsema will come in on the wild pitch. Schwer goes to second. It's now 4-1 Valley City. And a 1-ball, 2-strike count on Will Schwer. And here's the pitch by Farstead. That kid's going to go to the backstop. Went off of Vogel's glove. It was behind the batter. So James Schwer pulls in at third. And it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count on Will. With 1 out. Now Farstead is going to work from the windup with a runner at third. Here's the pitch. Ground ball fouled on the third base line. So the count stays at 2-2 on Will Schwer. Valley City in their royal blues tonight with the navy caps, the white pants. 2-2 pitch. Inside, ball squirts away from Vogel, but a little bit to the left and staying around the home plate area. So the count now full on Schwer. outside of the pinstripes. I like these uniforms. They've got Valley City across the front, as if it was a train on the Highline Bridge. Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way to Schwer. He'll loft that one foul, and I'll play off to the right. And the race is on for 50 cents. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Will. And of course, spending his time here in Bismarck with the lineman's program out of BSC. And that pitch misses high for ball 4, so Will draws another walk. Farstead has walked 3 in the inning. And that'll bring up Leighton Hendrickson, but not before there's a trip to the mound. And a reminder that you are watching today's broadcast here on the Valley City Baseball Association streaming page here on YouTube. I want to thank the VCBA for helping us out, getting these games on the VCBA website and on their streaming page here on YouTube. Well, here's what else is going around in Legion Baseball in that East Region tournament up in Devil's Lake today. In elimination round, Fargo Comets defeated the West Fargo Aces 3-1, and the Castleton Haymakers in 11 innings defeated Wahpeton 4-3. So they played a game and a half, and the Haymakers won that one 4-3. So Comets and Haymakers playing in tomorrow's state qualifiers. Going on as we speak, the Fargo Jets taking on the Kindred Vikings, and then later on, the Vets of West Fargo and the host Devil's Lake. Again, the Class A tournament, state tournament, will be in Castleton at Valley Services Technologies Field. And now here's Leighton Hendrickson to the plate with runners at first and third. Leighton 205 on the season. And the pitch to him, and that one is a ball, I think. Umpire got out of the way, and he rolled behind home plate. So I didn't see a strike signal, so I'm just going to call it a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. It is. Leighton again, 205 on the year, no home runs. He's driven in 5. There's a strike, belt high, inside corner, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. With Bryson Heck waiting on deck, they get a chance here. Barring a double play, 1 out, runners at the corners. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hendrickson will take that one low and bounces to the catcher Vogel. And it's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, the bullpens are hidden here at Municipal, so if the Senators do have anybody loosening up, I would not be able to let you know who it is until they come in. 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch on the way, and that one's a strike again, inside corner. Just a little bit above the waist, and the count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Hendrickson. The Schwers are on base. James at third, Will at first. Here's the 2-2 pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Hendrickson will go down swinging. First strikeout for Farstead, 2 away. And brings up probably one of the hotter hitters right now for Valley City, Bryson Heck. Heck, a 5-game hitting streak coming in. 6 for 14, 429 average in that hitting streak. 2 for 2 yesterday, couple of runs scored, and an RBI. Chance to help his cause here. With runners at first and third. Here's the pitch. He'll take the strike, run it to second. Now he stops halfway, and they're going to get the run in. The ball gets away from the second baseman, goes to the right field, and down to second base goes Will Schwer. So it was the delayed steal. They got the throw down to second. James Schwer came in to score. The ball bounced away, so probably an error on the catcher, I would assume here. But now you have a runner at second. Or they could just give a straight double steal. There's a shot to left center field. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to score Will Schwer. He's around third. He's going to come in, and the Royals lead it now by a score of 6-1. An RBI single by Bryson Heck extends his hitting streak to 6 games. Picks up his 10th RBI of the year. And the Royals on top here. 6-1, 2 outs, and we're head back to the top of the order as they have batted around plus. Powell led off the inning with a walk. Got a stolen base, and then he came in to score in Samuelson's ground rule double. There's a swing and a miss. He was trying to make it 8-1. Throw down to first base. Heck is back in. No balls and 1 strike here on Corbin Powell. And the ground ball left side. The runner was going. The shortstop went over to cover. And then the perfect hit and run. Powell rolls it right through the hole at short for the single. The shortstop was coming over to cover it. And they cover the base. So the stolen base will bring Trevor Fetch back to the plate. That is hit number 5 in the inning now for the Royals. And here's Fetch, takes a pitch high for a ball. He walked and scored back in the second. He scored on Rolsema's double. So 5 hits, 6 runs. And the pitch, here's a shot right back to the backstop. Jordan Heck sitting right there would have barehanded that one if the net was not in the way. 1 ball and 1 strike. Quit laughing, Aaron. 1-1 the count. Is set. Here's the pitch. On the outside corner, and there's a ball and 2 strikes on Fetch. Bryson Heck is at second. Corbin Powell is at first. 2 away. We're in the home half of the first. 6-1 Valley City. Farstead, this is his 39th pitch here in this first inning. The right-hander sets and delivers. And that one hit him. So Fetch is hit by a pitch. And the line continues. They're now loaded for Jack Samuelson. Jack, who had a granny during the high school season, if memory serves. I know Leighton Hendrickson had a grand slam during the high school season and a victory against Grand Forks Central. So he'll step in here, and the pitch to him, low and away, ball 1. His first time up, he one-hopped one over the fence in left field for a ground rule double. Picked up his team-leading 29th RBI and his 11th double of the year. And Farstead working quickly delivers. There's a shot to the shortstop and making the play, and the liner to Schultz, and that will retire the side here in the first. But for the Royals, they played 6 runs on 5 hits. And there was 1 error, and they leave the bases full. 1 inning complete, 6-1 your score. Valley City leading Bismarck. We're back with more. This is American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. It'll be the 5, 6, and 7 batters coming up here for Bismarck. Well, now the key, after your team just plated 6 runs in their first trip through the order for Bryson Heck, is get a quick goose egg and get him back in the dugout. There's a swing and a foul down the first base line. Kyle Schlottman at the plate. No balls and 1 strike here on Schlottman. A .362 hitter on the season. And the pitch misses inside for a ball. Check that. Kyle coming in at .348 on the season. There's a strike 1 and 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Schlottman. No home runs. He's got 20 runs driven in. That pitch misses down 2 and 2. Those 20 RBIs tied for second on the club. Schlottman, Doctor, and Ripplinger batting here against Bryson Heck in the top of the second inning. Valley City leading it 6-1. Here's the pitch. Here's a chopped foul at the plate. The count, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Schlottman. And the right-hander delivers. Swing and a miss. That is strikeout number 2 for Heck. 1 away. Now to bring up Drayton Doctor. Doctor, 400 batting average. No home runs and is the team leader with 21 runs driven in coming into play here today. Hitting the number 7 spot in the batting order. And he'll take a pitch, misses, and rolls to the backstop. 1 ball, no strikes. Ooh, we've got 2 ball boys, so we're going to have a contest to see who's going to get the most balls behind home plate. Right now it's 1-0 Bismarck. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Spencer, you got your work cut out for you. A ball and a strike here on Doctor. And the right-hander delivers. A slow curve. Drops that one in at the knees. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes on Doctor. Heck, when he gets into that rhythm, likes to work quickly. Into the line. Here's the 1-2 offering. Swing and a ground ball fouled on the third base line. Third base coach, who's probably not happy with what's going on, just keeps the arms folded. Just going to let that one roll by me. A ball and 2 strikes on the right-handed hitting Drayton Doctor. 91 degrees, our game time temperature at 629. Steamy night again here in the capital city. Flags over the left center field fence, swaying in the breeze, going out towards left center. Here's the pitch, swinging a foul. That's going to get down the right field line and be out of play. So the count continues. A ball and 2 strikes here on Doctor. Bryson Heck, the soon-to-be Mayville State Comet, delivers. Pop up right up the behind home plate. Powell's going to give chase, but that'll be on the netting. Up and drops down. As their netting is up. There's Spencer's got one. There we go, Spence. We're tied at 1. Oh, I just hope they don't go collide. If they both dive for one, they go head-to-head. They both got batting helmets on. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's going to be our side gig. Here's the pitch. Swung another foul off the netting. That's closer to Spencer. He'll get that one. And he catches it off the net. Attaboy. Way to go, 7. This is becoming entertaining. Just wrapped up his 10U season here. The 1-2 pitch. So here's a little bloop out towards left center field. Samuelson back and coming in and not making the play. The left fielder, Proska. It'll be dropped in for more be a bleep singer. I'm going to throw on there. A little bloop single to left field. So Doctor's on. Brings it Tyler Ripplinger. Club leader with a .441 batting average. He is the lone home run this year for the Senators. 11 RBI. Hit number 3 for Bismarck. So runner at first base. And Heck delivers. Ripplinger takes the strike outside corner. 0-1. In order for Bryson Heck to be successful, you'd like to have that home plate umpire that gives him the corners and gives him a little latitude on either side. The 0-1 pitch. That one bounces in, blocked there by Powell. He likes to go after those corners with that sweeper pitch and the slow curve on the inside. The sweeper pitch low on the outside part of the plate against the right-handers. 1 ball, 1 strike. Heck checks the runner. Over at first is Doctor. And the pitch. There's a strike called. Again, outside half, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Ripplinger with Lucas Farstead in the on-deck circle. Due up next for the Sens. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a chop over the mound. Out by second. Grabbed by Samuelson. Steps on the bag. Throws to first. Double play. That's a 6-6-3 double play and will retire the side here in inning number 2. For the Senators, no runs, a hit, no errors, nobody left. Inning and a half. It's Valley City 6, Bismarck 1. This is American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. Parker also will lead things off here for Valley City. We have some defensive changes now here for the Senators. Lucas Parstead is done on the hill. He has gone out to second base. Bet Pliapico has gone from second base to left field, or pardon me, from left field to second. And that's actually, he's now pitching. Pliapico is now pitching here for the Senators. Brett comes from left field to pitch. And Kyle Schlappbaum will go out to left field. We'll get you the numbers here on Pliapico. He pitched against the Royals back in June. He came in relief and pitched 3 innings in that 16-10 victory. Gave up 4 runs in his 3 innings of work. Parker Osma is the first bat he faces. It's a 1-ball, 1-strike count to him. Here's the pitch, popped down the right field line. That's going to be trouble. That's dropping in. Nice catch back to the infield. Nice running catch with the first baseman Ripplinger making the play for out number 1. Rosma had a 2-run double back in the first inning, so 1 away brings up James Schwer. He singled and scored. Pliapico making his 10th appearance of the year, his 8th on the bullpen, 16 innings. 14 hits, 11 runs, all earned, 19 walks, 22 strikeouts, an 8.19 earned run average, and a 3-0 record for the right-hander. There's a belt high strike for 0-1 on Schwer. Brett Pugliapico, right-hander, working from the windup with one out. Here in the second, and the pitch. Swing, look out, dugout. Oh, that one I think got fetch. They're up against, there's a netting in front of the dugout. They're all up on that railing, and it hit the netting, which where they stand and where that ball hit, strategically located, I think got Trevor Fetch where he doesn't want to get hit. So it's just a foul ball. Everybody seems to be all right except for a few smiles in the dugout. 0-2 the count. And here's the pitch on the way to Schwer. He'll swing and ground it to third. Backing up on the second hop. Throw across. Nice play by Doctor over at third. 5-3 on the putout. That is out number 2. That'll bring up Andrew Sikora. Well, the trainer's going to go over and have a look-see, make sure everybody's okay in the dugout. After that foul ball came in and ricocheted there. And Trevor says, yeah, I'm okay. I just need some ice. So Sikora, he popped out to the pitcher's first time up. Check swing, takes a strike, 0-1. No balls in one strike, or two actually to a second base his first time up. Can't read my own handwriting. 0-1 here on Andrew. And Pugliapico delivers down and in for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Andrew Sikora facing the right-hander, Brett Pugliapico. Here is the 1-1 offering, way outside, 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Valley City on top, 6-1. All the runs scored in the first inning for both teams. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Good cut there by Sikora. And the count now even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yep. 2-2 the count here on the Royals first baseman, Andrew Sikora. And their 2-2 pitch. He swings and lips one into left field. Here's Schlotbaum, and he drops it. Goes off his glove and rolls behind him. Sikora's on his way to second, and he will stop there. That'll be an error on the left fielder, Schlotbaum. That's the second error charged here on the Senators, and that will bring up Will Schwer. He walked and scored in the first. So he'll step in with a runner at second base. Here's the right-hander Pugliapico. Kicks in, delivers to Schwer. Low and away for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Schwer straightaway stance, right-handed batter. Sikora takes his lead off second. And the 1-0 pitch from the right-hander is on the way. Here's a shot out towards second. Farstead charges, scoops, flips, and time for the putout. 4-3 to get Schwer. And that'll retire the side in the inning for Valley City. No runs, no hits. There was an error and 1 left. 2 complete. It's Valley City 6, Bismarck 1. This is American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. Lucas Farstead will lead things off here against Bryson Heck in the top half of the third. Farstead, the last Senator to get a chance to swing here against Heck. Bryson's given up 3 hits, 1 earned run. He's got a couple of strikeouts. And the right-hander delivers to Farstead inside for a ball. 36 pitches so far here for Bryson. 1-1 the count here on the right-hander. Here's the pitch. That one is low for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Farstead, the right-hander, and takes the curve on the inside corner, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Farstead .232 on the season with 12 runs driven in. And checked, and they asked if he went. Based on pairs, he did not. And the count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Farstead. The kick and the pitch is strike 3 called on the outer half. Farstead goes down looking. Strikeout number 3 for Bryson Heck. 1 away. And we head to the top of the order, and Tristan Schultz. He walked and scored in the first. Came in on an RBI fielder's choice by Brady Vogel. And the right-hander delivers. Misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Top of the order here for Bismarck on the corner, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. In Devils Lake, they're taking on the West Fargo Vets. That game just getting started up in Devils Lake in the winner's bracket game in the East Region Tournament. Kindred and the Fargo Jets played earlier. Haven't gotten a final on that one. Here's a ground ball fouled on the third base line. So the count 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Schultz. The Comets defeated the Aces 3-1 in elimination round. Haymakers in 11 innings defeated Wahpeton 4-3. And here's a 2-2 pitch. This is another grounder fouled on the third base line. So the count continues here with Schultz at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bryson Heck at 45 pitches, kicks and delivers. Just misses the outside corner, and that's going to run it full now at 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the 3-2 pitch, swinging a foul straight back. So the battle continues here. Good at-bat by Tristan Schultz. 3-2 the count. And the right-hander delivers. There's a chop route left to the mound. Barehanded again by Heck. He'll throw to first for the out. 1-3 on the putout for out number 2. And Jordan Klein, he has a single back in the first inning. Final in that game between Kindred and the Jets in the championship round. Kindred winning that one 6-2. So they are in the championship. They have qualified for the Class A state tournament. Here's a high pop. Foul territory, right side. Corbin Powell watched this one go into the bleachers. And they count no balls and 1 strike. State qualifying game tomorrow. Now we'll have the Haymakers taking on the Fargo Jets. Actually, that is not a state qualifying game. That is to get to the 3rd and 4th place game. Again, Castle and the Haymakers, they're already into the state tournament because they are hosting. That pitch is high for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So if they win tomorrow against the Jets, there will not be a 3rd and 4th place game. There's a ground ball out towards short. Picked up by Samuelson. Low throw, and that one going to get by Sikora. That'll be an error on the throw by Samuelson. First error on Valley City. That was a low throw and skipped past Sikora. Jordan Klein stays at first. That'll bring up Aiden Grossman. Grossman singled to center field his first time up. Again, the game started rather ugly here with a walk and 2 singles and bases loaded in the top of the first against Bryson Heck. Brady Vogel did get a fielder's choice that brought a run in, but then a pickoff and a strikeout ended the threat. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike on Aiden Grossman. So again, if the Haymakers win and they're in that third place game, whoever comes out of the other bracket will also be going to state as the number 3 seed, and the Haymakers they would be the number 4 seed. There's a bunt attempt that missed. So they'll wait and see how things play out. That's going to again going up in Devils Lake here this weekend at the East Division Tournament. No balls and 2 strikes here on Grossman. Throw to first. And back in is Klein. No balls, 2 strikes. And the train going out in the over left field. There's a swing and a foul straight back. And the count stays at 0-2. And that kind of reminds me of the ball field in Minnesota, in Jordan, Minnesota. The mini Met down in Jordan. Railroad tracks go by the left field fence, or on the other side of the left field fence. I mean, these are a ways away, but not as far away as the Highline Bridge is. But there's strike 3 called on the outside corner again. Another strikeout looking. That's 4 total strikeouts for Bryson Heck. 3 have been looking. That will retire the side. No runs, no hits. There was an error, 1 left. We are going to the bottom of the third. It's Valley City 6, Bismarck 1. This is West Region American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. As we head to the home half of the third, Hendrickson, Heck, and Powell will bat here for Valley City. Against the right-hander, Brett Poliapico, in his second inning of relief work. Lucas Farstead started here for the Senators. And the pitch, here's a chop right back to the pitcher. Poliapico runs over towards first, flips it over in time on the put out there. Is 1-3 for out number 1. And that'll bring up Bryson Heck. Extended his hitting streak to 6 games with the RBI single. Back in inning number 1, in which again the Royals plated 6 runs. And the right-hander, Poliapico, kicks and delivers. Heck swing and a miss. Bryson 429 in this hitting streak. Now 7 of 15 in this hitting streak. He, along with Roseman and Powell, have been doing a lot of the heavy lifting here in the last handful of games. There's a strike, belt high on the outside corner. Powell, with his single in the first, extended his hitting streak to 5 games. And he is hitting 750 in those 5, or 667 in those 5 games. 10 hits and 15 at-bats in that 5-game hitting streak. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and he is on deck. Swinging a fister. Foul, fought that one off. No contest, as Spencer will get this one. I think he's up 3-1. Ball boy didn't even move out of the dugout, and he's getting ribbing from the coaching staff. Oh, goodness. No balls and 2 strikes account here on Bryson Heck. And the pitch pops it up. Right up the elevator shaft. Puliofko, now he'll get out of the way for the first baseman. And Ripplinger comes in and makes the play as he kind of had to skedaddle out of the way. And Ripplinger will make the play for out number 2. And we head to the top of the order in Corbin Powell. Again, the aforementioned Powell now with a 5-game hitting streak. 10 hits and 15 at-bats in that hitting streak. Was 3 for 4 last night. He has walked and scored in this game. And the pitch. Low for a ball. Strike at the knees, nothing in 1. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, and 1 on Corbin Powell. Here's the pitch. Low for a ball. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. Valley City batting in the bottom of the 3rd. Leading at 6-1. There's the kick and the pitch by the right-hander. Slow curve in for a strike. Corbin tried to turn that shoulder in and maybe get plunked, but it missed him and hits the inside corner for a strike. So the count now 1-2 on Corbin. Puliofko into the wind. There, a big right-hander kicks and delivers. Low and away, ball through. 2-2. I call scoreboard poker. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, and number 22 pitches. Unless you got 5 aces, good luck. Well, you could have 5 threes. 2-2 on lucky number 13, Corbin Powell. There's the pitch. Misses outside. The count now runs full on Corbin. If he can extend the inning, Trevor Petch would follow here for Valley City. They are batting here in the bottom of the 3rd. Leading at 6-1. Puliofko kicks, delivers. Pitch number 24, wide, ball 4. Second time that Powell has walked. First walk issued by Puliofko, and that'll bring up Trevor Petch. He has walked and has been hit by a pitch. And we'll bat here with Corbin, who had a stolen base earlier, his 14th steal in 14 attempts. He's now at first base. And the pitch to Petch. This is low, ball 1, 1 ball, no strikes. Farstead starting with first inning, 5 hits, 6 runs, all earned, 3 walks and 1 strikeout. Brett Puliofko in his 2nd inning of relief work. 1-0 the count here on Petch. Powell goes. The pitch is a strike. The throw down to second base is not going to be in time. And Corbin will pick up his 15th steal in 15 attempts. So he's now in scoring position, and it's a 1 ball, 1 strike count on Trevor Petch. The lefty now in an RBI situation here, trying to get into double figures in RBI. He's at number 9 and takes that one inside. It is a 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 here on Trevor. And hitless in 4 trips to the plate last night for Valley City. And actually was the only Royal that did not reach base last evening. 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. There's a pitch over but low. 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. Powell takes his lead off of second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Set by Pugliafico. Here is the 3-1 pitch. And a slicer foul. Not a play off to the left. And the count now full at 3-2. Unless Spencer's going to climb the rope, hop the fence, and run to the parking lot, he's not going to get that one. 3-2 the count. On the left-handing hitting Trevor Fetch. Here in the pitch on the way. Swing another slicer foul down the right field line. The left field line. So Fetch continues at 3-2. The future Wildcat from North Dakota State College of Science down in Wahpeton. Fetch going to play ball for them next year. And if he so chooses, he would be able to come back next summer and play Legion ball due to age. The Royals would only lose one of their 11 regular players. Of course, Will Schwer will be too old to come back. And the 3 Babe Ruth players that are here this weekend, Brody Mueller, Hudson Krewald, and Ty Cordy would all be able to come back next year. Obviously, they'd be starting Legion ball next year. They'll be fit 16-year-olds. 3-2 the count here on Trevor Fetch, with Powell taking his lead off second. And the delivery is a chop over the mound. Out towards short. Gloved by Schultz. Throws to first for the out. 6-3 on the putout, and that will retire the side. For the Royals, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We are through 3. It's Valley City 6 and Bismarck 1. This is American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. As we head to the top half of inning number 4, it'll be the middle part of the order coming up here for Bismarck. The 4, 5, and 6 batters. Vogel, Fisher, the designated hitter, and Schlobaum. And there's a swing and a foul back by Vogel right on the roof. Oofta, that scared me. That scared me. I was concentrating on the batting. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Just misses the outside part of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 the count, and there's a strike called on Vogel. 1-2. Vogel with the bases loaded back in the first inning. Reached on a fielder's choice, got an RBI. And that's been the lone run for the Senators thus far. That pitch misses low and away for a ball. Two balls and 2 strikes, and the pitch. Check swing low. 3-2. Did he go? Yes, says the base umpire, and that is going to be strikeout number 5 for Fetch. Or for Heck, pardon me. 1 away. So that'll be a strikeout swinging. And that will bring up Tate Fisher, the designated hitter. Fisher struck out looking his first time up. Well, there was no rain in the forecast, but we're getting some cloud cover here. but it's cooling things off a bit. That pitch misses, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Game time temperature 91. It's only going down 1 degree. But heat index sitting at about 90. There's a swing and a foul. That'll be out of play. And a count 1 ball, 1 strike. Wind out of the south at 17, gusting up to, or at 12, gusting up to 17, which means it is going out towards the outfield. Here's the pitch. And there's the strike call, 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Valley City leading at 6-1. And the right-hander delivers, chop foul at the plate. So my theory that if we get high in the pitch count, and then Valley City maybe adds a run or two, but they gets to a point where Heck might have to come out. I figured they might bring Proska in from left field just to finish things off. But we'll wait and see. Right now, 65 pitches, and again, he's got 40 to go. We're in the 4th inning. And the check swing, they're going to ask if he went. Yes, he did. So another swinging strike on the peel. That is number 6 for Bryson Heck, 2 away. That'll bring up Kyle Schlobaum. He struck out swinging his first time up. And the first base umpire is getting an earful from the first base coach. And maybe used to it, not sure. There's a strike called, 0-1. Third base coach is just staring him down in front of the dugout. Right-hander Fisher, or to Schlobaum at the plate, and he gets hit by a pitch. So he is hit by a pitch. That is the first one of those for Heck today. That'll bring up Drayton Doctor. Doctor with a flare base hit to left field. Diving attempt by Proska. So Doctor, the leading RBI man here for Bismarck, will step in with a runner at first base and 2 away. And a 6-1 Valley City lead in the top of the 4th inning. Heck kicks and delivers. There's a line drive to center field. Coming in is Roltsema, makes a cap-eye catch on that line drive, and that is out, number 3. For Bismarck, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's Valley City 6 and Bismarck 1. This is American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. Jack Samuelson will lead things off here for Valley City as they bat in the bottom of the fourth inning, leading 6-1. Samuelson, Rolsema, and Schwer, 3, 4, and 5 here to face Bet Puliapico, who's done a nice job here in relief of the starter Luke Farstead. Fastball high, 1 ball, no strike. Samuelson, ground rule double in the first and was lined out to short. Has an RBI, his 29th ribby of the year, team leading, 11th double. 26 hits this year, 17 have been for extra bases. Here's the pitch to Samuelson, a strike at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. Of course, played a lot of ball down in Minnesota, traveling ball this year. Right-hander, he and Corbin Powell have played a lot of baseball in the summer of 25. Here's the pitch. Here's a shot to the left side, base hit for Samuelson. So Jack will pick up his second hit. Hit number 6 for Valley City, and it'll bring up Parker Olsema. You look at every one of these ball players on this Valley City team. All of them outstanding athletes. They also excel in other sports as well as baseball. For Olsema, man, a good point. Very good hockey player. Finished second on the Blue Jays hockey team in scoring this year as a freshman. A pitch high. Ball pops out of the mid of Vogel, and now he can't pick it up. The ball just kind of rolls away from him, and down to second base goes Samuelson. So Jackson scoring position, and it's a 1 ball, no strike count here on Olsema. Set here by Puliapico. And the pitch, swing and a ground ball hit out towards short. Scooped up there by Schultz, looks the runner back to second, throws to first for the out. 6-3 on the put out, 1 away. Samuelson stays at second on what I believe was going to be a pass ball. That'll bring up James Schwer. James is going to be counted on to play a lot of basketball and be a big part of the Barnes County North basketball team this winter. And he'll step in here with a runner at second base. And the pitch by Puliapico, low and away for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. The right hitting James Schwer. Puliapico comes to the set, checks that runner. Samuelson at second. And delivers a strike at the knees, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Puliapico started the second inning. One reached on an error, walked in the third. Giving up the base hit here. Slow curve, misses inside, and the count now 2 balls and 1 strike. Update from Devils Lake. The Vets and the Storm in the winner's bracket. That game in the bottom of the third. Scoreless. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Low and away. Ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Kindred defeated the Fargo Jets earlier 6-2. Fargo Comets over the Aces 3-1 to eliminate the Aces. Castleton defeated Wahpeton 4-3 to eliminate Post 20. That was an 11-inning game in the elimination round. 3 balls, 1 strike here to Schwer. Here's the pitch. Chopper right back. Puliapico off his glove. Grabbed by Schultz behind the bag at second. Throws the first for the out. That can go 1-6-3 on the putout. Puliapico looking at the webbing, wondering if he's got a hole in it. Down to third base goes Samuelson with 2 away for Andrew Sikora. Sikora's popped out and reached on an error. Hit a fly ball to left field. That was dropped by Schlobaum, the left fielder, and it was his first play that after he got put into left field. He is way over towards left center. And the outfield playing shallow. And the throw to third, and way out the bag was the third baseman, but Samuelson wasn't far off either. And Schlobaum, the left fielder, again, he's way over towards left center field. And Puliafico delivers on the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike on Andrew Sikora, batting with 2 outs, 1 on. Royals leading 6-1 as they bat here in the bottom of the 4th. Right-hander kicks and delivers. Ground ball to short. Schultz circles, gloves it, sets, throws, and not picked out of the dirt there by the first baseman Ripplinger. That's going to be error on the throw. The runner Samuelson will come in to score to make it 7-1. So Sikora will reach on the error. Third error charged to the Senators. And Will Schwer has walked and scored and grounded out. 7-1 Valley City as they bat here in the 4th inning. Puliafico delivers to Schwer. He swings and fouls one off to the right. And they count no balls and 1 strike on Will. Puliafico has that glove on the front knee, curled up, ball behind his back. Now brings it into the glove. Here comes the 0-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Vogel thought about throwing down to first, but doesn't pull the trigger. No balls, 2 strikes. The count here on Will Schwer. Sikora takes a modest lead off first. And Puliafico delivers. The runner goes. The pitch goes to the backstop. So Sikora will get a stolen base. Took a big turn around second and holds on. So since he was off with the pitch, that'll be a stolen base for Sikora. And it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count on Schwer. So Sikora is now in scoring position. And a 1-2 count here on Will. And Puliafico delivers. Fastball high, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Will Schwer. If he can extend things, Leighton Hendrickson would follow. 2-2 on number 8, Will Schwer. The set by the right-hander. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that is going to be strikeout number 1 for Puliafico and will retire the side. But Valley City, they do get 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 error, 1 runner left on base. Through 4, it's Valley City 7, Bismarck 1. This is American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. Leading things off here, it'll be the 8-9-1 hitters, Ripplinger, Farstead, and the top of the order, Schultz. For Bismarck in the top of the 5th against Bryson Heck. There's a swing and a foul at the plate, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike here on Tyler Ripplinger. Grounded to short his first time up. Actually hit into a 6-6-3 double play. And the pitch here is on the outside corner at the knees for a strike, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes on the right-hander hitting Tyler Ripplinger. Beck delivers. Ground ball again out towards short. And booted this time by Samuelson. That'll be an error on Jack. Second error for Jack. Second error charged to Valley City. It was pretty much the same spot. He's going over towards the bag. Then this time he was able to square up, but just couldn't come up with it cleanly. Now Luke Farstead, he struck out looking his first time up. Heck has struck out 6. And he shows bunt. Third baseman short charges, pulls back for a strike. Throw down to first, and that ball's going to go into right field, but Johnny on the spot. Leighton Hendrickson there on the backup, and the runner will stay put. Pitches a strike, 0-1. He was showing bunt early, and James Schwer was coming hard down the third base line. And he is now about a quarter of the way down the line. Farstead not showing bunt right now. The set by Bryson Heck. Swinging away. Chopper right to Schwer. He has it. Throws the second. Out there. Relay to first. Not going to be in time. That time playing in shallow. Work to the advantage of Schwer. So they get the lead runner. 5-4 for the first out. Farstead now reaches on the fielder's choice. We head to the top of the order, and Tristan Schultz. Schultz has walked and bounced out. Pitcher to first. So 1 out with a runner at first. Schwer now on the grass in on the third base side, and he'll take a strike there, does Schultz. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. That was pitch number 75 for Bryson. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Valley City leading 7-1. And here's the 0-1 pitch, and it hit him. So Schultz is hit by a pitch. That is the second hit batter by Heck. And they have runners at first and second, 1 out for Jordan Klein. Actually, now 77 pitches here for Bryson. Again, allotted 105. And the right-hander working here with runners at first and second, 1 out in the 5th. In the kick and the pitch. Fastball high, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, he now at this juncture is done for the tournament. And he spins. He'll throw to second, and the throw goes into short center field. That's going to get Farstead down to third as the throw comes back in towards second. So the error on the pickoff attempt by Heck puts runners at first and third. The second error of the inning, third of the game now for Valley City. They did not commit an error last night. And now that's their third one here today. The first 2 have not hurt them. Well, actually, the first 2, because one in this inning, that base runner has already been erased. There's a strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Klein. Well, now we're in a severe thunderstorm watch. And for now until 2 o'clock in the morning. Hopefully I'm fast asleep at that point. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. There's a ground ball left side, base hit into left field by Klein. Farstead will come in and score to make it a 7-2 game. Down to second base goes Schultz. So Klein will pick up the RBI, his 18th of the year. And now Aiden Grossman. Grossman is singled and struck out. And the pitch to him on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike on the right fielder, Aiden Grossman. Here's Heck working from the set position, delivers 0-1. Strike called on the outside corner, drops that in at the knees, and it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes on Grossman. Well, Heck strikeout would be huge here for Valley City. Here's the 0-2 pitch on cue. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. That is number 7 for Heck. 2 away. And now Brady Vogel, RBI fielder's choice, and a strikeout, 0-2. Bryson, 59 strikeouts in 46-plus innings of work this year. Innings and strikeouts, team leading. Right-hander sets, kicks, delivers. Way outside for a ball. Season high 13 strikeouts in the victory against Williston back on June 13th. 1 ball, no strikes here on Vogel. And Heck delivers. Pitch over but low. Ball 2. 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Again, you have a strikeout pitcher like a Bryson Heck. The pitch count is going to be high. The 2-0 pitch. There's a strike at the belt outside corner. 2-1. He's sitting right now at 86. 2 balls, 1 strike. And here's the kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Tried to hold up, couldn't. So the count now is even up on Vogel. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Schultz the runner at second. Klein at first. 1 run in, 2 outs here in the 5th. Valley City leading at 7-2. And the pitch, swinging a number to the right side. Fetch over, and he boots it. Everybody's safe. Runner's going to try to score. Here comes a throw to the plate. Not going to be in time. Throw down to second base. He is back in, and backing up there is the center fielder, Rosma, and everybody's going to stay put. So that's going to be an error on Fetch to start that mess. And that's going to allow Schultz, who went to third, to come across to score. Klein goes to second. No RBI for Vogel. It's now 7-3, and that'll bring Chase Carpenter to the mound. Sitting at 87 pitches. 3 errors in the inning now for Valley City. Sure, here for Carpenter, he just wants to settle him down a little bit. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. Tate Fisher, the DH, is due up for Bismarck. And Coach Carpenter has not taken the ball yet, but so everybody's going to continue at the position that they have been. They fan out to their positions, and we're ready to go. 7-3 now is your score. 2 runs in the inning. And so now down at, I think we're getting a courtesy runner for the catcher, Vogel. Down at second. And the right-hander delivers on the inside corner for a strike. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. I believe that is Seth Kopp that might be down there running. Or is that number 15 down there running? No balls and 1 strike. The pitch misses outside for a ball. And the count is 1-1 on Tate Fisher. Time called by the batter. One ball, 1 strike to count. A long look at the runner at second base by Heck. In the pitch. In the dirt, blocked by Powell. Going to get away. Runner's going to go to third. Off balance throw. Nice play by Schwer to keep that one from going to left field. So the wild pitch will move Klein to third. Vogel, or the courtesy runner, will go down to second. So runners at second and third with 2 outs. And a 2 ball, 1 strike count on Fisher. And that one misses wide. Ball 3, 3-1. First base is open. And Kyle Schlobaum is on deck for the Senators. There's a swing and a foul straight back. So the count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. That is Parent down there running at second base. Hayden Parent. 3-2 the count on Fisher. And the 94th pitch, strike 3 called on the outside corner. That is number 8 for Heck, and that'll retire the side. But Bismarck gets a little closer. They get a couple of runs on 1 hit. And they were helped out by 3 Valley City errors, and they leave 2 runners left on base. 4.5, it's Valley City 7, Bismarck 3. This is American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. Yeah, an update from the East Region. Bottom of the fourth inning, West Fargo and Devils Lake still scoreless, 0-0 in the bottom of the fourth. In that winner's bracket game, the winner is automatically in the state tournament. The loser will have to come back and tomorrow and play a couple of games to get to the state tournament. Valley City will have the bottom part of the order, Hendrickson, Heck, and then we'll head to the top. And Corbin Powell to bat here against Brett Puliapico. We're in the bottom of the fifth inning. Hendrickson has struck out and grounded out. And Layton takes a strike, 0-1. No balls, one strike. On Layton Hendrickson. Leading things off here for Valley City in the bottom of the fifth. The pitch misses low and away, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Layton Hendrickson. Straightaway stance. The right-hander, Puliapico delivers. Way outside, ball 2, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Puliapico now at 51 pitches here. This is his fourth inning of relief work. And delivers 2-1. That is upstairs, 3 balls and 1 strike. On Layton, playing out in right field. Puliapico ready to work, delivering 3-1. Hendrickson takes low and away, ball 4, so Layton leads things off in the fifth inning with a walk. Second walk issued by Puliapico. They'll bring up Bryson Heck. Heck singled, he's popped out. That single extended his hitting streak to 6 games, which is right now the team leading active hitting streak. And Puliapico delivers. He shows bunt, takes it outside, throw it on to first. Hendrickson back in. 1 ball, no strikes. Longest hitting streak so far this year was 12 in a row by Corbin Powell. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, bunt attempt for Heck. Bunts it. Third base side. Grabbed by Doctor. Off balance throw for the out. 5-3 on the sacrifice. 1 away. Hendrickson to second. And we go to the top of the order in Powell. Corbin's walked twice, sandwiched around a base hit. That hit extended his hitting streak to 5 games. In the games that he has played in this year, Powell has not hit in only 2 of them. He's been a model of consistency for Valley City at the plate, hitting in the leadoff spot. He and Fetch flip-flopped during the high school season, where Fetch hit leadoff and Powell hit second. And here this summer, they put Powell up at the top. It's almost a guaranteed runner at second base with him on. Whether he singles or reaches somehow, he's going to steal second. 15 for 15 this year. So it's nice to have a number 2 batter at the plate with a runner in scoring position. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a pop down the right field line. Ripping there in foul territory. Can't get to it. It'll be on a foul ball. So the count, no balls and 2 strikes here on Powell. With the aforementioned Trevor Petch in the on-deck circle, well, our sunny skies have turned to gray clouds. In a thunderstorm watch until 2 a.m. now here in Bismarck. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. That's going to go to the backstop. That's going to get Hendrickson on the wild pitch down to third. And it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count here on Powell. Royals have out-hit Bismarck 6-4. They also have 4 errors to Bismarck's 3. 7-3 your score. Hendrickson, the runner, down at third base. 1 out and a 1-ball, 2-strike count on Corbin Powell. Here's the pitch. Here's a shot fouled on the first base line. So the count continues 1-2. Infield up all the way around here for Bismarck. A ball and 2 strikes on the Royals catcher. Here's the 60th pitch from Puliapico, and it's high, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hendrickson walked, will sacrifice the second by Bryson Heck. Went to third, a wild pitch. And that's where he sits now. The 2-ball, 2-strike count here on Powell with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. Here's a pop foul, and that's going to get out of play. And the count will ride at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Corbin Powell. Slightly open stance for the right-hander. Here comes that 2-2 offering. He swings and slices another one into the fir tree down the left field line and right field line and out of play. So he continues on the 2-2 count here. Working from the windup with 1 out, runner at third. Puliapico delivers. Outside, full count now here on Corbin Powell. Well, let's see, love to get a couple more runs here and get a little in distance between them and the Senators as we move into the latter part of this one, bottom of the 5th inning. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swinging a pop-up in short right field. Grossman coming in. Now the first baseman actually will back off, and the second baseman gives way. Farstead will make the catch. That's going to be out number 2. Hendrickson stays at third. And here's Trevor Fetch. Walked, hit by pitch, grounded out. It looked like that one was going a little bit farther than it did, but the wind brought it back into the infield. Here's a pitch to Fetch. Takes it low and inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Valley City leading 7-3 as they bat here in the 5th. Winner automatically punches their ticket to the state tournament. The loser will have to play state qualifier tomorrow against Mandan. There's a strike. Well, pitch low. Cut the plate in half, but it was below the knees. So the count 2 balls and no strikes. Mandan stayed alive with a 4-2 win over Watford City earlier today. And the 2-0 pitch. Low to the backstop. Here comes Hendrickson. And Hendrickson will head first slide in and score. So he will come in on the wild pitch. That makes it 8-3. And the count is 3 balls and no strikes here on Fetch. So nobody on now and 2 away. The right-hander Puliapico working against Trevor Fetch here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and the pitch. Strike called, and it is 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. On the left-hander hitting Fetch. Here's the pitch on the way. That one gets away, ball 4. So Trevor reaches on the walk. Walk number 3 for Puliapico. And it'll bring up Jack Samuelson. A ground will double. Line out in a single. Scored a couple runs as an RBI. And he will step here to the plate. With Fetch the runner down at first. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The right-hander delivers, swing and a foul tip at the plate, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike on Jack. In the lineup tomorrow at 11 a.m., Dickinson and Minot in a state qualifier. At 1:30, Mandan will play the winner or the loser of this game in the state qualifying game. Here's the pitch. Pitch is inside for a ball. And a stolen base by Trevor Fetch. With the head first slide. 7th stolen base for Trevor in as many attempts. Then at 4 o'clock will be the 3rd place game. That'll be for seeding purposes for the state tournament. Both teams already in the state tournament. There's a strike called. And the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Then at 6:30 tomorrow, the Bismarck Reps await the winner of this game to see who will be crowned champions of the West Region. Fetch takes his lead off second. And the pitch on the way to Samuelson high, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kindred is already in the state tournament from the East. They will play the winner of the Vets and Devils Lake tomorrow in the championship. 2 teams from the East already in. There's a little slop liner. That's going to be a base hit to right field for Samuelson. They're waving Fetch around third. Throw is cut off. The relay not going to be in time. Samuelson down to second. He's going to be out by a mile. So Samuelson will get the RBI single. And then he is going to be out 3-2-6 on the putout to retire the side as they do count the run. They do count the run here. And it is now 9-3. And I believe we're going to have a pitching change possibly. I'll wait and see here. But we will be back and let you know what is going on as Bryson Heck is on the hill. He will try to get those 11 pitches and get through the 6th inning. We're back with more American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. As we slide into the top of the 6th inning, Valley City leading at 9-3. It'll be the 6, 7, and 8 batters coming up here. Kyle Schlomaum will lead things off for the Senators against Bryson Heck. Heck at 94 pitches. Now wait and see what they will do if he is past that 105. There's a strike called, 0-1. Here, Schlobaum was struck out swinging and hit by a pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Sure, Bryson's been told this is your last inning. Just go out there and throw strike. Just throw BBs and blow it by him. Get your pitch on the way here, and that is just outside, missing the corner, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Schlobaum, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. That is strikeout number 9 for Heck, 1 away. Now Drayden Doctor, he is singled, lined out to center field Rolsema. One of the 4 hits allowed by Heck here this afternoon or this evening. And the pitch, strike at the knees, 0-1. So Bryson rearing back and just firing them in there to try to get through this 6th inning. There's a ground ball to third. Schwer comes up with it by the bag, throws across the diamond, low throw, but picked up there by Sikora. 5-3 on the putout for out number 2. That'll bring up Tyler Ripplinger. That was pitch number 100 for the right-hander. Now Ripplinger, he is grounded into a double play and reached on an error. And Heck delivers. Foul to the screen, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. The number 8 man in the batting order, number 8, Tyler Ripplinger. The 0-1 pitch, he slices that one foul. And the count now 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. So Bryson 1 strike away from a nice clean 6th inning. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Chopper right side. Fetch the second baseman. Gloves it on the second hop. Flips to first for the out. And there's a 1-2-3 tidy inning there on 9 pitches for Bryson Heck. 3 up and 3 down. Nothing across. And that is his first 1-2-3 inning here this afternoon. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Valley City 9, Bismarck 3. This is American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. Parker also lead things off here for Valley City in the bottom of the 6th inning. Royals leading at 9-3. And facing the right-hander, Brett Pugliapico, who has done a good job here in relief for Bismarck. They didn't have to dip into the pitching well too deep here after Farstead struggled in the 1st inning. First pitch misses to Rolso. 1 ball, no strikes. He's got a double, popped out, grounded out. That one goes to the backstop. Scored a run. He's also got 2 RBI. His hitting streak sitting at 5 in a row with that double he had back in the 1st inning. He has a 5-game hitting streak. Powell has a 5-game hitting streak. Heck now sitting at 6 games in a row. Those are the ones with the longest hitting streaks currently going here for Valley City. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch. And that's the strike on the outside corner. 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike here on Parker Olsema. Pulling off a go. This will be pitch number 78 coming up here. In his 6th inning or 5th inning of relief work. That misses outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Barstead went the first inning. 5 hits, 6 runs, all earned. And Buliafago gave up a run in the 4th and 2 in the 5th. 3-1 the count here on Rolsema. And the pitch. That'll be ball 4. So Parker with the free pass. That'll bring up James Schwer. Single, grounded out his last 2 times. Once to third and hit a comebacker that went through the pitcher's glove. It was gloved by the shortstop Schultz, and he threw him out. So he's 1 for 3 with a run scored. Rolls with the runner at first base. Showing bunt to Schwer. Takes back and the ball. 1-0. James takes a look at Coach Chase Carpenter on the third base coaching box. Checks that wristband for the play. Matt Betch, first-year assistant, over on the first base side. And again, shows bunt. Bunts it down the third base line. Doctor charges, picks it up, and a throw to first for the out. So the sacrifice, so 5-3. Route number 1 gets Rolsma to second. Now to bring up Andrew Sikora. Sikora's popped out and reached on an error. Once on a drop fly ball to left field, once on a fielding error by shortstop Schultz. And he will step in here with a runner at second base and 1 away. As Valley City bats in the bottom of the 6th. Leofko delivers. There's a chopper out towards short. Schultz charges from the edge of the grass. Throws in time. 6-3. They get Sikora. That is out number 2. Rolsimo stays at second. And now Will Schwer to the plate. Will has walked, grounded out, struck out, scored a run. It'll be the top of the order. 9-1-2 batters coming up here for Bismarck in the top of the 7th inning. And here's the pitch by Pliafico, misses high and inside. 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. On Valley City DH, Will Schwer. Rosema leads off second. 2 outs here in the 6th. Royals leading at 9-3. And the pitch. Bends him out of the way. Misses inside. Ball 2, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes on Will. Buliafico, ball behind his back, has his side. The right-hander delivers. Swinging a high pop-up. Foul territory, left side. Doctor, the third baseman, over by the dugout and by the fence, makes the catch and then tumbles to the ground and makes the play to retire the side here in the 6th inning. For Valley City, no runs, no hits, no errors. They leave 1. We go to the 7th. It's Valley City 9 and Bismarck 3. We're back with the 7th inning. Bryson Heck is going to just throw those last couple of pitches to get every last drop out of 105, and he will come out and finish things. He won't finish it, but he will come out and do it, and we will be back with that 7th inning. This is American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. Bryson Heck will finish things off. He's sitting at pitch number 103. We're going to have a pinch hitter as Hayden Parent is going to bat for Farstead. So Hayden Parent pinch hitting. And Farstead had struck out and reached on a fielder's choice and scored. So now Parent to the plate to face Bryson Heck, and the first pitch low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. So this will be his only batter this inning. That is number 104. Here's 105. Grounded to short. Samuelson scoops it up, fires across for the out. So at least he does get it out. 1 away, and that is going to be it for Bryson Heck. Nice job here by the right-hander as he will go 6 1/3 innings. And there's the top of the order, and Tristan Schultz is due up. So the walk to the mound, what are we doing here as we getting a nice hand for Bryson Heck. 6 1/3 innings, 4 runs, 3 earned. And of those 3 runs, I believe only one's going to be earned. 9 strikeouts, hit a couple of batters. And it's going to be Will Schwer is going to come in and finish things off. So Will Schwer will come in and try to polish this one off. Luke Proska will come out. So Rosma will slide over to left field. Heck will go to center. And Will Schwer will finish things up here, trying to get the last 2 outs for Valley City. 9-3, Royals leading. We'll tell you more about Will when we return. This is American Legion Baseball on YouTube. Will Schwer now coming in for Valley City, and for Will, this is his 4th appearance, his 2nd in relief. 5 2/3 innings. He has given up 6 hits, 11 runs, 6 of those earned. He's walked 6. He has struck out 6. A 7.41 earned run average for Will coming into this, and he has a 1-0 record. And he will face the top of the order. And Tristan Schultz with 1 out and nobody on. Here in the 7th inning, Valley City leading at 9-3. This is not a safe situation for Will. This is just get the last 2 outs of the game, and there's the first pitch in for a strike, 0-1. Schultz is walked, hit by pitch, and bounced out. Pitch to first, 0 for 1 with a couple of runs scored. The 0-1 pitch, swung on a ground ball to short. Gobbled up there by Samuelson, throws across, and bang play, but he gets him 6-3 on the putout. That is out number 2 for Jordan Klein. Klein 2 for 3. Couple of singles sandwiched around an error. So he's been on base 3 times today. 2 out. And the right-hander Schwer delivers as the sun comes out, and a pop-up in the infield. Trevor Fetch, the second baseman, is there. He makes the catch. And the Valley City Royals are heading back to the state tournament for a 3rd year in a row and the 4th time under head coach Chase Carpenter. And they will be in a seeding game, the region championship game tomorrow in the 7th inning for the Senators. No runs, no hits, no errors, and back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings. So the Royals win it this afternoon by a final of 9-3. Back with your totals This is American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. Now the final totals in this one, 9 runs, 7 hits, 4 errors for Valley City. They left 7 runners on. For the Senators, 3 runs, 4 hits, 3 errors. They left 5 runners on. Winning pitcher today, Bryson Heck, now goes to 7-0 and on the season as he picks up his second win of this tournament. He got the win in relief last night and picks up the win here as a starter tonight. And Bryson, a solid outing again, 6 1/3 innings of work here for Bryson. He gives up those 4 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned, walked 1, and struck out 9. He did hit a couple of batters. Let's see, double check. They have 5 hits so for him that he has given up. He gave up 2 in the first. There's 1. That's 3, 4. Well, I only have 4, so we're going to stay with 4 for the starter. So again, 6 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. Will Schwer comes in and gets the last 2 outs and completes this one for Valley City. And the losing pitcher here this afternoon is going to be Farstead, the starter. 1 inning, 5 hits, 6 runs, all earned, 3 walks, and a strikeout. Brent Pugliafico did a nice job in relief. 5 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He walked 4 and struck out 1. No home runs in this one here today. And the Royals again now with their 13th straight win, improved to 20-3 on the season. And for Bismarck, they fall to 15-13. So now here is the lineup for tomorrow in the 2 state qualifying games. It will be Minot taking on Dickinson. That will be the first game tomorrow. And then the second game tomorrow in the other state qualifier will be the Senators taking on Mandan. And then in the championship tomorrow, well, then they'll have a third-place game. Those 2 winners will play for third place here tomorrow at 4 o'clock. And that will be for seeding purposes. Those first 2 games at 11 and at 1:30 are for state qualifiers. Those teams will know that they're in the state tournament, but now they got to play for seeding. That'll be the 4 o'clock game. And then the championship, 6:30 tomorrow evening here in Bismarck for the state champion, for the West Region Championship. Valley City will be taking on the Bismarck Reps, a team that they just beat here last Thursday here in Bismarck in 2 good games. So that should be a dandy championship tomorrow between Valley City and the Reps. So again, a final look at this one on the line score for Valley City. 6 runs in the first, 1 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, 9 runs, 7 hits, and 4 errors. And for the Senators, 1 in the first, 2 in the fifth, 3 runs, 4 hits, and 3 errors. Again, Bryson Heck picks up the win, now 7-0 on the season. And it will be Luke Farstead will take the loss. There were no saves in this one, no home runs. Time of the game, 1 hour and 57 minutes. 1 hour and 57 minutes is your time of game. So we'll be back again tomorrow with that West Region Championship as Valley City will take on the Bismarck Reps. 6:30 scheduled first pitch. And we'll be on here on YouTube, on the Valley City Baseball Association YouTube page at 6:15 with the pregame. And that's 6:30 first pitch right back here at Municipal Ballpark in Bismarck. So it is on to the state tournament next week in Castleton for Valley City. Now it's whether they're the 1 seed or the 2 seed out of the West. And we'll find that out tomorrow afternoon. And your final here this afternoon, Valley City winning it by a final of 9-3 to improve to 20-3 on the year and pick up their 13th win in a row. Until tomorrow, I'm Paul McDonald saying thanks for joining us and so long from Municipal Ballpark in Bismarck.